There's just something about doing a speed burst balancing on a sword that just doesn't get old. Sword of Legends Online is definitely a aesthetic game and is beautiful at that. There is some questionable things about some of the way that you get around, but that's just part of the game. This does come with some playability warnings and is playable off the bat from Steam with no adjustments other than the community layout. If there are any German speakers out there, I'd love to know what this actually says properly, and thanks to Laura for this gameplay layout, because the default controller layout sucks for the Steam Deck and this Laura layout really works absolutely fantastic. Sword of Legends Online does support controller by default, but it's not mapped very well for Steam Deck. So onto the settings then. I was running at low for the most part of this, but I switched it to fast here to see what this looked like. And I think that you'll see straight away that the pixelation and the fuzziness of low for the minimal FPS gain really wasn't worth it here, and really does ruin the look and feel of the game, I felt. So on low is a good one to keep 40 plus frames per second, but normal I feel makes the game look the best here, and if you can deal with the 30 to 40 frames per second, an occasional dip under those loading sequences of under 30 frames, then you will be very pleased with it on Steam Deck. If you want to keep those frames up, then low is still a good option here. As you'll see in the combat, we are dipping into the 20 frames per second on normal occasionally, but it does look exceptionally good. So it will be a matter of preference if you can deal with those stutters occasionally under the 30 frames, or whether you're going to go for that ultimate frames per second overall. Let's dive into a dungeon. This keeps the frames per second up a little bit higher, and also you'll see that we'll have a lot more effects going off and those frames still sticking above 30 frames. Sword of Legends Online takes a lot of getting used to, and as you can see by the skill bars below, there are a lot of abilities to the game. I did pick the mage class, so that's why I am running around like a lunatic mashing buttons for my skills. Especially as I couldn't quite remember which was my major attack combo. With over 40 hours in the game, I did get pretty far. I'm still a long way off where everybody else is nowadays, with probably over 200 hours. Let us know in the comments below if there is a game that you are on the lookout for, and if it's in our library, we'll take a look. I'll leave you with a bit more gameplay here without me talking so you can get a feel for the performance, and we'll see you next time.
The god of the Devastators is eternal.
In combat.